Hello everyone, and in today's video I'm very happy to say that we have reached 25 subscribers in my channel. That is one of my main goals again, which I was expecting to hit later on in the year, but no, it did hit me much earlier than expected, a few months earlier actually. So 25 subscribers already means quite a lot to me. I have seen quite rapid growth in my channel recently, so if we do continue that, I will continue to make these videos. It does really give me motivation, but still I'll continue uploading daily videos. But still, again, look out for community posts, because I do post stuff on there. I'm not one of those YouTubers who don't do anything on there. I'm one of those who always want to keep you updated, and I've actually got a poll on there. What time do you want me to upload? Feel free to vote on there. Don't have to follow others. Just whichever time's available on there for you. You can just pick it. It's really simple task. But all in all, thank you very much for 25 subscribers. I really do appreciate it. Next goal is 30 subscribers. I'm really not asking for much, but still really happy that I'm reaching 25 subscribers today. Now, as of now, we'll have a look at the precipitation. That band that crossed around parts of the southeast today has dissipated a lot compared to in the morning. Again, by high pressure behind it, we get more showers, even snow showers for the north. Look at that. Showers up into Scotland here, even in June. Could see below average temperatures there. These sunny skies could turn into one of these rumbles or showers. They could actually have a rumble of thunder in them, and they'll be very widespread evenly across the country on Wednesday morning. Continuing to flow in from the Atlantic, these will continue into Wednesday. And look at that, into Thursday, another huge low pressure system. Lot of rain, lot of transport issues for the south there. Maybe a little bit of wind as well. We'll have a look at that later. But all in all, a lot of rain and washout coming in for the south, especially as we're getting to work at around 7, 8, 9. For the south, conditions will not look as great as what we want it to be in June. Another cold day. And then behind it, look at these showers. Thundery showers pop up behind it on Thursday as it clears to the east. And again, these could have a chance of intense downpours or even isolated hail or flash flooding. As we head into Friday now, you can see another band of rain will scatter across parts of the country. More hit and miss will feed in from the country. And then look at this, another scattered lining of showers will for most of the weather today. And then after, as we head into Saturday, look at that. A lot of thunderstorm activity going on, a lot of cape, definitely a bunch of instability building up as we head into the weekend. And it clears off as we head into Sunday until the next low pressure arrives, which will bring even more unsettled and thundery weather. As we pass, we have very strong winds for wherever you are today, but those winds were very strong before up into Scotland, weakening again towards the south. Though we still had a very windy day for the south. Those winds on Tuesday will continue at around 50-60 miles per hour on Scotland on the northwest. Part of Scotland staying up to 35-45 mile per hour widely. Moving forward into Wednesday, you can see still if those winds will increase more than usual as we head into Wednesday morning, gusting up around 40-50 miles per hour for the north. If you just divide the line in the northern part of the UK, this is where you'll see stronger winds. As we continue, those winds will continue and they won't die out until really part of Thursday, where we see that center of the low around whitish area. With that center of the low around 2 or 3 mile per hour wind gust. Wind speed, actually, I should say, very low. Moving away, another system arrives. This one's stronger winds, 30, 40, 50 mile per hour for the south again. That orange shade there is with higher winds than usual, but nothing too crazy. And after that, you can see basically staying blustery for the whole of this run. With the temperatures now, you can see those temperatures will be peaking around 22 degrees Celsius for Tuesday. As we head into Wednesday, you can see those temperatures will not really feel like 2020, will not feel like 18, 19 on here. Instead, with those strong winds, it will feel more like 12 or 13 degrees. Really not pleasant for June, not what we want to have for the rest of June as well, or even the rest of summer, I should say. As we head into Thursday, you can see 19, 20 degrees again widely for the south. In the north, it will be generally cooler. And then again, I'll just stop on one of these nights here. Notice how cold it gets to how close it gets to 0 degrees on one of these nights. Up in Scotland, even up, it doesn't show on here, but there is a very small chance that 0 could actually be hit in June. And I'll tell you why. Scotland's a very, very high altitude place, and when you get high altitude, it's generally cooler. But look at this. These digits are very, very close, around 3 degrees Celsius. So if we see something more high resolution, we could as well see below average 0 temperatures popping in for the north there, and we could as well see sleet or snow popping up, like what we did for the GFS precipitation chart. But all in all, still, in the afternoon, it will get warmer, even for the north and south, with the south around 20, 21 degrees, for the north around mid-teens. As we head into Saturday now, those temperatures will continue to rise by around 18, 17 this time. But now let's move on towards the GFS chart. You can see Tuesday, 3rd of June, you can see that low pressure barreling our weather for most parts of this week, which is going to be carrying the semi-low pressure features across this suddenly shifted jet stream. You can see another low develops, but this one has very, very minimal isobars. That means lighter winds. And then after that, we get pulled in by another batch of cooler air. Let's look at the HBA temperatures at this point. You can see those temperatures are still not looking great. This whole blue section means cooler air than usual. And if we actually look at the Cape level, because we actually was expecting very high Cape to see with these storm, you actually do get a little bit of medium Cape across the UK, if not some at France. But that lighter blue shade here, let's look at that hot spot there on Saturday. Really developed for thunderstorms. 500, 600, 700, 800 Cape levels. Low to medium levels. Possibly severe thunderstorms for some parts of the counties. Still not as severe as what we do normally see in summer. Low pressure pattern continues, unsettled weather continues until really 240 hours where high pressure really do start making an actual appearance. But then low pressure again takes hold over Iceland and eventually over the UK. We get a tiny break and then high pressure built in again. And maybe this is the time where we really do see the real summer warmth here. Around 10 degree isotherm, that's what we want to see. At temperatures peaking up to around 24, 25 at 26 degrees at mid to end June. And if this loads, we'll actually go towards the GM run, because I can't waste any time here, because these two do not respond. Never mind, they do. But you can see with the GM run again, they do have a very high low pressure again. This one again will hang around for a little while before moving again. These semi-low pressure systems again. This one we will see with the low pressure. This one does look very slow moving. Its forward speed is very slow. Another low pressure system comes ahead, and after that another comes in. This one looks pretty nasty and severe. And the high pressure tries to build in with a little southerly wind here. But look what it does. It goes extremely mild here with that southerly wind. We got that nearly 15, 20 isotherm in us. And then look how hot we actually get here with the isotherm. Around 25, 26 degrees Celsius. And if we do see the conditions are right, look at this. Really mild here. This red color, we usually don't actually see that. But even down to France, even though it's not showing extremely hot for the UK, for France it can show something really hot as well, like I've shown here. 31 degrees for France, which could potentially move in onto the UK. But let's actually go back to Cape level. I actually did forget about that. So let's get back to Cape level. You can see green does mean chance of thunderstorm. So we got a little bit of green onto Thursday. Let's go into Friday, very similar. Into Saturday, look at that complete thunderstorm breakout with these orange, yellowish blobs of rain down here, showing medium to high around 900 to 1200 to around maximum, I'll say 1500. So we're talking about severe thunderstorms likely here if we see those levels of Cape. So that's what the GM is trying to go for. And as we look at the ECMWF model, you can see low pressure barreling across the UK. Northerly flows stay pretty cool for the first half of June. And then again, we got low pressures building up. This low pressure looks pretty severe. High pressure stops it just in time and just sits there at Iceland. We got a southerly pull of wind again. And then let's see how hot this is actually going to be. I would say already 11th of June, we are starting to see a change. 22-24 degrees. This is what we want for summer already. And as we continue, southerly breeze continue, but this low pressure that was originally really strong had weakened significantly. And then again, waiting for this run to respawn. And continuing now, you can see low pressure shift towards Iceland, allowing high pressure to build in. And when high pressure builds in summer, you know it gets very hot. And by those AMJHBA temperatures, when we got no wind, it feels even hotter. And then let's go towards the two mean temperatures. 24-25 degrees, similar for all the runs. So basically, what we're trying to get from the runs today, a summary here, is actually for this week ahead, it will be thundery showers. Those Cape levels are pretty high. So we're expecting thunderstorms this week, but then it will still be cool. We expect a lot of Cape this week, but next week we are seeing a sign of change. With warmer air, warmer weather, high pressure and southerly winds, we could well be the start of the real summer. So there we go. That is your weather forecast. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, goodbye.